The first we're going to talk about is automated governance. And I like to start by defining that with 3 steps. The first is policy. Policy becomes automation, and automation becomes guardrails. And when I talk about what policy means, I'll throw some examples up that probably apply to all of you. Policy looks like how you want to define waste or what an orphaned resource looks at your organization. It looks like what is your retention policy for snapshots or storage. It can be what your lights off policy looks like for your sandbox and dev environments. What time do you shut those off? Are they off on the weekends? Things of that nature. And lastly, another simple example is tagging your resources. Tagging is something every FinOps practice does. It looks a little different everywhere, but the ability to say, these are the key value pairs we look for, and then taking that policy and using, whether it's a homegrown solution or a tool like Kion, and wrapping that up in automation. When that happens, you start to have guardrails, and those guardrails produce outcomes. The first looks like preventing waste. A simple example is waste is going to exist at every organization, but the time it takes for a human to intervene, review those opportunities, and then take action 30, 60 days later, you've had waste during that time period. So the more that you can cut that off at the very beginning, you reduce that waste, and you also start to reduce manual work. Because every time a human has to go review an opportunity and then decide if they can take action, that also takes away human time and the value that they could be providing your organization. And the last piece is really important. It allows you to scale. So as you scale in the cloud, it gets more and more difficult to keep up with all of these manual opportunities to remediate. So by defining policy, putting automation in place, you now start to have a scalable process that as you grow, you can still maintain and try to increase value.